Welcome to Fabrication. It's Performance. Today we're here with Bobby and his
1984 6.9 IDI.
So I met him because he brought over a turbocharger, Banks Sidewinder turbo for me to fix. I ended up putting a 5-blade compressor wheel in it and a 9-blade turbine wheel in it, and I believe it went up in size a little bit, and the thing was super loud. No idea if it made power or not, but it was loud and made everybody happy. We just got the dyno today. Welcome to Fabrication. It's Performance. Today we're here with Bobby and his
1984 6.9 IDI.
So I met him because he brought over a turbocharger, Banks Sidewinder turbo for me to fix. Ended up putting a 5-blade compressor wheel in it and a 9-blade turbine wheel in it, and I believe it went up in size a little bit, and the thing was super loud. No idea if it made power or not, but it was loud and made everybody happy. We just got the dyno today. The truck made 230 wheel. Bobby here can go over the fuel setup on the truck and any other things that he's done engine or motor wise, and then we'll bring the camera up and get a good photo or video of everything done with this thing. But you can have him take it away with the injection pump, injectors, turbocharger, how much boost it runs on the street, transmission, whatever you want to talk about.
All right, so the engine's an 87 6.9, so it was the last year of the 6.9. Got all the latest updates before they went to the 7.3. So it got the biggest one being the screw-in piston oilers instead of the Preston ones at the bottom of the cylinders. It's got a 30 over bore because it was a junkyard engine. The turbo kit's from a junkyard. It's got ARP head studs. The still NA injectors. The only thing that's really done for fuel mods, it's got R&D's 90cc injection pump, and it's got a I can't think of the radiator. Mishimoto 3-row core radiator, and classic diesel designs air intake. I got rid of Banks's K&N filter that just sat right in the hot intake manifold. So other than that, it pushes about between 15 to 20 pounds of boost, no problem. It's got a C6 transmission, hopefully to be going to a ZF5 sooner or later. And it's been a fantastic engine.
So, what were you expecting to see on the day?
Well, from the first pull that I did in second gear, because I didn't really know what I was doing, it did 204, so I was hoping for around 215 to 220 in third, and for it to make 230, I'm pretty ecstatic because I was told that the 90 pump on with a C6 and NA injectors will not push 230.
So that was on a Northwest dyno circuit, loaded dyno. They had to run it in second gear at the event. I don't know why, but that's what they did. The truck made 203, 205
Yeah.
Tire. Bringing it back here, putting it in third. The truck did, with Bobby driving it, it did 194 pretty consistently. I hopped in there and I was trying to tell him how to brake boost it, and it wasn't. I hopped in and found out that the rear brakes don't work that well. So instead of using the brakes to boost it, I let it zing itself in second, then slammed it into third to get a bunch of load and turbo speed in it. Then you pull the RPMs down to get a bunch of boost in it, and doing that does kind of the same thing as doing a brake boost. It's just you have to make it do a shift, and because we weren't reading torque, that was an option that I could have done. And doing that, netted ourselves 230 at the tire. What size tire and gear ratio does it have?
It's got a 355, and tire size I don't know. Unfortunately,
Okay.
just stock tires for this one. So
I was pretty ecstatic to see that 230 number. After the very first run and second run, I was pretty confident that I didn't think we were going to break 200 because of it being an inertial dyno versus the load cell. Even hopping in, I didn't think it was going to work, but thought it would give it a try, and up it did. So I do think that this makes this one of the higher horsepower IDIs in California. I don't think I've ran any other on my dyno that have done more than 200. So yeah, it's pretty good. It makes more power than a stock VP truck, and probably more power than a VP truck with the Edge Easy on it, because I've dynoed stock VPs. They do about 180 to 190 wheel. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I'm gonna bring it up for a close-up shot. If there's anything else Bobby wants to talk about, he's more welcome to. There's that turb ski we built for it. It's like a nightmare to put it in. Still DV2 pump, like you said, 90 cc's at 1,000 pump strokes. So it's 90 cc's at 2,000 RPMs engine speed. Doing the math, it comes out to 90 mm cubed per injection event. You don't really know what it does at other RPMs because it's all these guys calibrate this to. But yeah, it's a very well built motor. I don't see it leaking anything on top. Still on stock injectors, you said?
Yep.
And it's loud as heck. For reference, most first gen Dodges with a automatic do between 120 and 140 wheel with a non-lockup converter. Turned up a little bit, about 160 to 190 for the most of them do. Not all of them. The non-intercooleds tend to do a little bit better than that, but your intercooled stuff with the little bit less flowing CCs tend to be a little bit lower. So yeah, this thing's actually pretty quick. I believe it when he tells me he beats some stuff with it. So thank you for putting it on the dyno, man.
Yeah, anytime.